India's had 14 major and minor prime ministers. That's without counting Gulzari Lal Nanda, who was acting prime minister twice. Here's a quick count for our millennials. Jawaharlal Nehru, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Indira Gandhi, Morarji Desai, Charan Singh, Rajiv Gandhi, VP Singh, Chandrasekhar, Narasimha Rao, Deve Gowda, Inder Gujral, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Manmohan Singh and Narendra Modi. Would you believe that only one among them returned as Prime Minister after serving an interim stint as leader of the opposition in Parliament? That's Indira Gandhi. Technically, you could also say that Vajpayee could qualify since he was Prime Minister for a mere 13 days in 1996, then leader of the opposition until 1997 and Prime Minister until 2004. But the 13-day stint shouldn't really be counted as a substantial stint. To my astonishment, over the last 80 years in the United Kingdom, only 2 prime ministers lost, became leader of the opposition and won back the premier's office. The illustrious Winston Churchill and Harold Wilson. So there is an Akashwani, a sort of celestial broadcast being beamed at both our current warriors, that's Prime Minister Modi and opposition leader Rahul Gandhi, in the upcoming epic battle, Mahabharat of 2019. The politician who retains, I'll repeat that, the politician who retains the DNA of an opposition leader, even as he ascends to the Prime Minister's office, that politician need never become the leader of the opposition again. Here are 5 reasons why a Prime Minister should remain like the leader of the opposition. 1. As soon as the leader of the opposition becomes the Prime Minister, bureaucrats encircle him, cutting off the Prime Minister's engagement with free thinkers and professionals. He is tethered to Raisina Hill, lulled into a coma by ceremonial commitments which eat into critical time and attention. The Prime Minister begins to misread visibility for action, applause for endorsement, and echo chamber for diverse feedback. Second, as the leader of the opposition, he enjoys meeting critics because the bulk of the barbs are aimed at his opponent. He actively seeks innovative ideas to handle crises. He reads editorials and critiques directly, as opposed to when he becomes Prime Minister, who waits for a second-hand curated summary to be fed to him. Third reason, the leader of the opposition usually travels in commercial flights, through normal traffic jams. He lives in the real imperfect world, while the Prime Minister is confined to a clean and orderly cocoon. The Prime Minister loses the power of native, tactile problem-solving abilities. Fourth, the leader of the opposition is virtually a buddy for political colleagues and workers across hierarchies, across geographies. He is a general who bonds with troops because he needs them to win imminent battles. But the Prime Minister is a remote icon, guarded within concentric circles. Worse, the Prime Minister begins to believe that he permanently owns the state's humongous architecture and can dispense with political assets. Finally, the leader of the opposition is forever short of cash and resources. He has no option other than to empower colleagues and stretch each rupee. But the Prime Minister can bust the bank even on tiny political campaigns. His answer to every defiance is to unleash vindictive power. He can use state secrets, he can tap communication channels, subpoena the weak into sneaking or lying. Therefore, instead of seeking compromise and kinship, the Prime Minister is tempted to browbeat his opponents into submission. He becomes stiff and arrogant, choosing to snap rather than bend. And so he inevitably snaps. Remember Winston Churchill and Indira Gandhi? But the Prime Minister, who remembers his own mortality when he was the leader of the opposition, that Prime Minister shall manage to stay on as the Prime Minister. Such is the irony of this supreme office in a parliamentary democracy.